Good afternoon. I am honored to provide this month's sermon. This is special for me to give my sermon since this is the month that we celebrate Oya-sama's birthday. I thank you in advance for your kind attention. In the Shinbashira sermon on the day of the Autumn Grand Service last October, the Shinbashira urged everyone to, quote, "Let us pledge that we will keep in mind the spirit of restoration, with which to work toward the exact faith as taught by Oya-sama," unquote. The Shinbashira used the word restoration as a means to strengthen our faith to create the joyous life world. I view the request of restoration as a need to evaluate our attitudes and behaviors and determine whether they are aligned with those as taught by Oya-sama. Without this evaluation, we could be completing tasks without thought and going through the motions in our Tendikyo faith. Through this restoration of our faith, we would take definitive steps in bringing joy to others. In this birth month of Oya-sama, I would like to share my thoughts on an approach for the restoration of our faith. In my opinion, there are two core qualities that are needed for the restoration of our faith. These qualities involve the practice of Tanno and the spirit of Hinokushin. Tanno is the state of mind that accepts all situations with optimism. This is similar to taking an outlook of a glass half full rather than a glass half empty. Hinokushin is a positive and selfless action that shares our joy with others. This is similar to the concept that it is better to give than to receive. The spirit of Hinokushin is the state of mind that shares our joy and gratitude with others. For Tanno, we are taught to accept situations with a positive attitude with joy. This is due to our belief that God intentionally causes events to occur. The intent is for us to grow spiritually with each event. Thus, everything happens to us for a reason. God presents us with these situations based upon the way that we use our mind. Positive things happen when we use our minds in altruistic ways. Less positive things happen when we use our minds in self-serving ways. With each event, God provides us with the opportunity to learn and grow spiritually with each experience. In God's master plan, God presents us with these events to nudge us toward the joyous life. Like the sun, God is always with us and looking out for our well-being. As a result, we are taught to accept every situation with Tanno so that we can raise ourselves to a higher spiritual level with each event. With the spirit of Hinokushin, our joy and gratitude comes from our understanding that God has painstakingly taken efforts to create and nurture us. God provides us with the boundless blessings that allow us to live each day in harmony with others. These blessings include the life force that energizes our bodies, the beautiful world that nourishes and shelters us, and the ability to share our joy collectively with all. Throughout this process, God provides us with unconditional parental love without discrimination. God's commitment to our journey toward the joyous life is the reason for our joy. This causes us to take selfless actions to share our joy with others. These actions cause others to feel the same joy that we feel. When this bright feeling surrounds us, it is easier to be joyful in any condition. This is the spirit of Hinokushin. We all share common life experiences. Typical experiences in our life include studying at school and making lifelong friends, pursuing your dream career, marrying the love of your life, raising your cherished children, having life-changing illness or injury, or going through a difficult death in the family. Nearly all of us have gone through some of or all of these experiences in our lifetime. These experiences can bring out the best in us or can bring out the worst in us. When we have self-centered and negative attitudes, these experiences may cause us to be angry and frustrated. The cause for our negative attitude may be caused by difficulties to adjust in school, being stressed and tired at work due to an over-demanding workload, having heated arguments with our spouse, constantly berating our child for behaviors that we cannot accept, feeling sorry for ourselves during an illness or injury, and feeling extremely sad due to the death in the family. As a result, our attitudes may become negative towards everything around us, like a black cloud hovering over us. We may lash out at others, causing others to be angry or sad. We may feel hopeless in our life and seek out destructive behaviors to get us out of our situation. In every situation, having the mind of Tanno and the spirit of Hinokshin can prevent these experiences from becoming negative. In order to do this, we must have faith in God. We must accept that the situation has been placed in front of us for our spiritual growth. We must believe that we can change the situation to one that is aligned with the joyous life. We must also keep in perspective that God has more important purpose for us rather than to get swallowed up into a single negative situation. This purpose is to create the joyous life with those around us. We must believe in these concepts in order to overcome such obstacles and apply Tanno and the spirit of Hinokshin. When we apply Tanno and Hinokshin, we can turn an event into an experience of potential joy. Rather than being angry and frustrated with school, we focus to gain life experiences that will be important for our future rather than simply looking at our grades. Rather than being stressed and unhappy at work, we learn to have work-life balance by reorganizing our priorities. Rather than arguing with trivial matters with our spouse or partner, we focus on maintaining our positive relationship through compromise and respect. Rather than getting angry at our children for everything that we view as incorrect, we teach our children about the value of life and praise them when they do to self-build their confidence and understanding. Rather than feeling sorry for ourselves during an illness or injury, we learn to take better care of our health each day so that we can live longer for the sake of our children and grandchildren. Rather than being sad due to death in the family, we emphasize the positive impact that the person had over others and pass the legacy on to others. From the doctrine of Tendikyo, there's a passage that highlights this transformation. Quote, "The sights and sounds of the world do not change, but our perception of the world, that which is reflected in our minds, changes. The world, which we had imagined to be a world of suffering, now comes to be perceived as a world of joy. When our minds are bright, the world is bright." Chapter 8, on the way to the final goal. Tanno and the spirit of Hinokshin work in a powerfully complementary way to keep life consistent and balanced. Tanno allows us to take everything around us as a positive event. Hinokshin allows us to share our joy with those around us. If we all exhibited Tanno and Hinokshin, joy would bounce back and forth between each of us like an endless game of pinball. From the doctrine of Tendikyo, there's a passage that summarizes the relationship between Tanno, Hinokshin, and the mind of true sincerity. Quote, "In our path of spiritual maturity, we come across days of wind and rain. These are the days in which we are to settle our minds with Tanno and strive in Hinokshin. Then the mind of true sincerity we have attained will spread its influence to others, and one person's path will become the path for many. Chapter 10, The Joyous Life. This passage tells us that the combination of Tanno and the spirit of Hinokshin are the basis of the mind of true sincerity. The mind of true sincerity is the mind that is clear and bright. This is the mind that is able to share our joy with others simply being by oneself. The person with the mind of true sincerity can impact the lives of many. A person with the mind of true sincerity becomes a core builder of the joyous life world. The mind of true sincerity is the mind that we all strive to attain. Thus, Tanno and the spirit of Hinokshin are essential for us to follow the path of Oyasama. My sermon up to this point is very similar to my lecture on the topic of salvation during the 3-day course. The 3-day course is for persons that are just beginning to learn about the Tendikyo teachings. My emphasis of Tanno and the spirit of Hinokshin apply to both persons new to Tendikyo and also applies to persons very well versed and experienced in Tendikyo. Although the concept of Tanno and the spirit of Hinokshin are easy to understand, both are difficult to practice consistently. As an example, please reflect back on the life experiences that I shared earlier with school, your job, your family interactions, or a recent injury, illness, or death in the family. It is very difficult to apply Tanno and the spirit of Hinokshin in every situation. As a result, we all need to keep reminding ourselves to apply Tanno and the spirit of Hinokshin as part of our daily lives. We also need to have strong faith in God. I believe this is the core element of the restoration of our faith as requested by the Shinbashira. In order to apply Tanno and the attitude of Hinokshin consistently, we need to be practicing being joyful. This is similar to an all-star athlete. They must practice daily in order to become a great athlete. In this same way, we need to train our minds to be joyful. The pursuit of the mind of Tanno and Hinokshin requires commitment, determination, and hard work. So what do we need to attain the mind of Tanno and Hinokshin? Numerous studies have shown that daily mental exercises can help to foster the positive emotions of joy and happiness. These mental exercises rewire our brains to be more joyful when experiencing daily activities. After reviewing numerous studies on this topic, the following are common recommended mental exercises that have been confirmed to foster a mind that generates joy. 1. At the beginning of your day, identify 3 things for which you are grateful and thankful for. These remind you of the things that you appreciate. 2. Each day, thank someone for being part of your life. Sharing your gratitude with others causes you and the other person to be more happier. 3. At the end of your day, think about 3 positive things that occurred during the day. These remind yourself of the positive things in your life. 4. Use relaxation techniques and breathing exercises daily to calm yourself, such as in meditation. You cannot be joyful when you're angry, anxious, or stressed. 5. Move your body at least 5 times a week. This could be walking, biking, jogging, and dancing. Your body is a gift from God, so let us use it to burn off the negative energy that we build up. 6. Smiling and laughing naturally leads others to smile and laugh with you. Joy is contagious, so let's share it. These are proven daily techniques to practice having a mind of joy. These studies have shown that people that are more joyful have less heart disease, strokes, and diabetes. Research has also shown that joy in your life makes you healthy and helps you live longer. These mental training exercises can also be incorporated into your morning and evening service. This reaffirms the value and the importance of performing the service. I would also encourage everyone to take the Joy Workshop, even for those very experienced ministers. The exercises within the workshop will serve as a refresher course to support the mind of Tanno and Hinokushin. In summary, the mind of Tanno and Hinokushin results in many positive outcomes. We will find joy in the basic things in life, which are health, family, and friends. We will have gratitude for the providences that allows our bodies and the world to function in perfect harmony. We will have satisfaction with what we have rather than focusing on what we don't have. We will give to those that are less fortunate than us. We will share our joy with others through simple gestures such as a smile and kind words. In the Osashizu, it is written, "Only when your joy brings joy to others can it be called true joy. If you enjoy yourselves while causing others to suffer, this cannot be called true joy." Thus, it is critical that we share our joy with those persons close to us. In the Mikakura Uta, we sing, "Husband and wife working together in Hinokushin. This is the first seed of everything." This is Song 11, second verse. Many times we take our spouse or life partner for granted. We need to share our joy with those closest to us. Let us not to forget to express our Tanno and the spirit of Hinokushin with them. I think the kiss cam is one of the best and easiest crowd-pleasing activities at a sporting event. This is where camera displays a couple in the audience on a large video screen for all to see. The couple may be young or older. The couple is encouraged to kiss each other as the crowd cheers them on while watching them on the video screen. This simple act brings the crowd to laughter and joy. I wish that I had a kiss cam right now for those couples in the audience. That would be interesting, right? The kiss cam would serve as an example of how we should be sharing our joy and laughter with others as we are giving our spouse a symbol of our affection. As a result, as a request from me, please remember to show your gratitude to your spouse before the end of the day. This can also include your children, your parents, your siblings. For those that are too bashful to provide a kiss, please start with a hug. I will guarantee that this will bring a smile and laughter to both of you. Maybe for our congregation, a hug cam is more suited for our reserved audience than a kiss cam. In concluding my sermon, the pursuit of the mind of Tanno and the spirit of Hinokushin is the start of the restoration of our faith. With this mind of Tanno and the spirit of Hinokushin, we can accomplish anything. Our lives will become more meaningful. More importantly, we will make those around us more joyful. This is how we build the joyous life world, one person at a time. I will close with the following excerpt from the Doctrine of Tendikyo. Quote, "The greatest source of happiness for humankind is to live each day joyously in this world, receiving blessings of God the Parent as they are given. If we open the windows of our minds and receive the radiant light of God the Parent, the dark clouds will clear away of themselves, and we shall rise in brightness and joy. The joyous life is indeed a life full of happiness. When we come to share our joys and pleasures with one another, the joyous life will come into being." This is chapter 10, the joyous life. In conclusion, please have faith in God and the teachings. God is always with us and will always help us in all situations. Let us believe that together we can build the joyous life world for all. Thank you very much for your kind attention.